This year we commemorate the 150th anniversary of the second year of the Civil War. So what more appropriate Halloween costume this year than to dress up as a Yankee soldier or a Johnny Reb? I'm Reece at your leisure at Soldier Hollow State Park, where a lot of people are dressed up in Civil War costumes, but they do it more than just for Halloween. Drummer boy Private Stone calls members of the Utah Civil War Association to battle at the annual reenactment in the Heber Valley. The proud rebels report for combat.
Sergeant Ermintrout, 4th Texas Infantry.
Private Feeman, 4th Texas Infantry.
Private Gray, 4th Texas Infantry.
The battle begins when the line of Confederate skirmishers runs into a Union cavalry detachment. Ladies in full regalia gather to watch the melee. Now, to be sure, no Civil War battles were fought on Utah soil. But for the 3 years leading up to the war, more soldiers were stationed in Utah than anywhere in the country. Most left in 1861 to fight, including 78 who went on to be generals for both sides. This Soldier Hollow site got its name from a nearby spring used by that army as it approached the Salt Lake Valley. As a latter-day Clara Barton tends to the fallen, the outgunned Texans lay down their arms and march off to an uncertain future.
I do this. I love historical reenactment. I got into it at a very young age doing fur trade reenactment, and as I got older I just expanded into more different types of historical reenacting and time periods. And I've always rode and loved horses and grew up watching cowboy movies and John Wayne's cavalry, and I guess just how I got into it.
Besides the mock battle, the living history event includes a Civil War encampment, complete with the company commissary, where the kids can choose their weapons, and intriguing demonstrations, including a sort of reverse striptease where Kimberly Ermintrout gets dressed from the knickers up in front of an enthusiastic crowd. You have no shame getting dressed in front of all these people?
No shame.
Was it a real effort to get dressed in?
It was a real effort not to get dressed before coming on stage because it was very cold this morning.
The ladies have made these dresses from original designs. Amanda Jones, co-president of the Ladies Auxiliary, says it's important to keep history fresh and fun.
A lot of our history is being lost, and I feel like they always tell the victor's story in our school books, and it's usually a page and a half that's in our history books. And I feel like this way we can give not only our young kids but the public the education and maybe some stuff that we've researched, and just kind of let them know and keep it going and keep it alive.
Cindy Westbrook shows how ladies of the period mount to ride side saddle. She's on Tonka, a gorgeous Percheron quarter cross she rescued.
You know, just to remember that's how proper ladies rode back in history, and just to remember to be a lady, and the gowns were beautiful, the horses were amazing. It was quite a social event.
Sergeant Mike Chatlin and his troopers put their mounts through their paces on the saber practice course. Chatlin says this 150th anniversary is a big deal.
150th anniversary of the second year of the war at about this time. Next year our unit hopes to go back to Gettysburg, to the 150th anniversary of Gettysburg. We're really excited about that. It's a fantastic time, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us.
In camp, Barber Richard Cohn wields a deft straight edge as he prepares to whisk my face clean, the old-fashioned way. Well, maybe not so old.
Only thing that's different is I use clippers, which use electricity, and that's about it. I use the same shears, the same combs, same straight razors.
The Civil War was the defining event in the creation of modern America, and the 150th anniversary is drawing thousands of reenactors to events like this one.
But I do it because I absolutely love the history, and even though I am from the South, and I'm definitely, you know, born and bred.
Well, you're from a border state, I guess.
Yes, I am, for sure, for sure. I'm so grateful that the Union won, just because our country is what it is today, and it wouldn't be that way if they hadn't, so.
But as to wearing their Civil War garb for Halloween?
You know what's interesting is I've never worn this. I should, it's just so easy, but well, usually it's snowing, so I don't like to tromp through snowy, muddy, trick-or-treating weather.
On occasion I do my Revolutionary War cavalry uniform with a big jack-o'-lantern on my head, now right as the Western Horseman, but I've never done Union or Confederate cavalry for Halloween yet.
Well, maybe this year you'll run into ghosts, goblins, and even generals on your trick-or-treating round. Reece Stein at your leisure at Soldier Hollow.